Hello and welcome to a new video, finally. Today we have a new Fortnite theory after almost a year, I think. Last year we talked about who Triarch Nox is and who the Triarchs are, and that theory went to shit because Chapter 4's storyline was just rushed. But today we have a theory about the Wanderer, Fortnite's new villain that was introduced to us in Chapter 5 Season 2, but actually I think he was introduced to us all the way back in Chapter 3 Season 4. So let's get into it, shall we? Back in Chapter 4 Season 1, there was a really good storyline focused on Riftward and Stellan, the Ageless, and the Shapeless Man. And the Shapeless Man is the character we really want to look at, because the Shapeless Man might very well be the Nothing. Now, some might say that he's Geno, but hear me out on this. The Shapeless Man's main goal was to get to the Chapter 4 island through Stellan's Rift Gate. He went into Stellan's head, talking to him in his dreams, telling him to build the Rift Gate or he will destroy the island.
Thank you. I will choose to trust you with a secret I have never told. There is a being, a shapeless man. He watches us with dark purpose. If we do not finish the Rift Gate, the consequences will be terrible. I came to the Earthbound at the order of the Shapeless Man. He yearns for a Rift Gate, and if we fail, he may destroy us. Yes! We have captured enough energy to power the stars themselves. The energy is extremely unstable, but the Shapeless Man is impatient. We must stabilize this energy long enough to power the Rift Gate. We must. My dreams are filled with the cold wind and the Shapeless Man's dark whispers. If the Rift Gate fails, I fear my nightmares will devour my waking life. Each night, I dream of stars, swallowed in darkness, and the Shapeless Man waiting. I did not dream of him for centuries. Your refined kinetic ore returned him to me. I do not wish for us to succeed. But we will all suffer if we fail. I cannot sleep. The Shapeless Man's gaze burns into me. He does not care if opening the gate rends the island in two.
He said he doesn't care if it rends the island in two, and he told Stellan to activate it even though it wasn't fully stable. Meanwhile, Amy was trying to get to the scientist, and she took the coordinates from Stellan's Rift Gate, put it into her own, put some fragments into, I think there was a teddy bear, a banana, or some items, and then sent them through the Rift Gate and back. And when they came back, they were corrupted by the cubes. And when she spoke to the fragments, they said this.
I've embedded a bit of my code into those vessels you brought me, and set up a test rift based on Stellan's design.
He's different now. They're all different now. As we speak, they change. It scopes his existence anew. A fate darker than the worst imaginable.
Wait, what? Are you talking about... No. You can't be.
You'll find him. Or will you get there in time to save him?
The test rift locked onto the scientist, and something horrible is happening to him.
These lines are very clearly hinting to the 7 being changed by the Chrome, which basically confirms that the Shapeless Man is the Nothing. The Rift Gate leads to the last reality, and the Nothing wants the last reality to invade the Fortnite island. Now, last season, Pandora's Box released the Pantheon on the island, and there wasn't really much hints at the Wanderer or the Nothing until the very last set of the Oracle's quest. So while we were trying to stop Zeus's reign, and when we stopped it, the Oracle said this.
You have won a great victory for humanity. But your war has not yet begun. Storm clouds gather. The Wanderer draws near. Even in the darkness, hope will guide you.
Now the reason why I believe the Wanderer in this sense is the Nothing is that I can't see the Pantheon imprisoning Geno in Pandora's box. Because why would they? He's not a threat to them. He just wants to protect the 0 point. Why would they imprison him in Pandora's box, the box that almost nobody ever opened except for Valeria? Why would they imprison him there when he wants to protect the 0 point? The Nothing makes perfect sense for this because it wants to destroy it wants to destroy everything. It wants to take control of the 0 point, and it wants just one reality to exist. I also think all this talk about darkened skies, choking dust and darkness coming really makes clear that it's not Geno, but the Nothing. I also wanted to touch on why the Nothing didn't actually physically manifest in Paradise or Chapter 4 Season 1. And that would be because it was actually trapped in the box itself by the gods, which would make sense why it couldn't get out. So it either manifested itself to bite through the TV, to recruit him as a warrior of the lost reality, and then talk through dreams in Stellan's head to make him build the Rift Gate to get the lost reality onto the island. I think that would be really cool. It makes sense for the story to head this way, and it's just perfect. It would ruin Geno's character if they made the Shapeless Man and Wanderer him. Now, the last part I want to talk about is what's happening right now in Season 3. So the Wanderer was actually released from Pandora's box alongside Megalodon and his army of Wastelanders. And he started working with Megalodon, which was said in NPC dialogue that Megalodon never plans ahead, but now his actions are planned. Megalodon also wants to raise the island to the ground, which basically means that he wants to fucking destroy it, which would help the Nothing reach the 0 point even faster. If Megalodon runs across the island with the Leviathan, destroying everything in his path, then the Nothing can just get to the 0 point even faster than before. This actually also aligns with something Stellan said the Shapeless Man told him in Chapter 4 Season 1.
He does not care if opening the gate rends the island in two.
He doesn't care about the island being destroyed, he just wants what he wants, and he's going to get it at any cost. Now I want to talk about his looks. So the reason why the Wanderer literally cannot be Geno is because Geno has a body. The Wanderer, it's just a black fucking cloud in a cloak, which is the definition of shapeless. I also want to touch on what Megalodon said about the Wanderer. He said that we shouldn't look under his hood, because what we would see, we couldn't comprehend. So the Wanderer is a man whose looks we cannot comprehend. So a shapeless man, something shapeless is something you cannot comprehend. So it's literally a shapeless man. And all this darkness talk, plus what the Shapeless Man did in Chapter 4 Season 1, it really connects everything together and would make sense for it to be the Nothing. So after looking at everything, I really believe that the Wanderer is the Nothing. We know that the Wanderer, or the Shapeless Man, who are the same person, wanted the last reality to get to the island. He was shapeless, he was talking to someone in their dreams or manifesting himself through the TV, and he was locked away in Pandora's box. And he also doesn't care if the Fortnite island gets destroyed, he just wants to get what he wants, at any cost. That doesn't fit Geno. Geno is a man who dedicated his life to protecting the 0 point. He doesn't want the island to get destroyed, he doesn't want the 0 point to be exposed. He just wants to keep the island safe and the loop running, which is why he created the Imagined Order. So I do believe that the Nothing is coming back in full power, either in Season 4 or in Chapter 2 Retro. That's for this theory time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you subscribe. I will see you later. Peace!